Bath panel installation. Now, when we set our bath, we set side panels flush with the edge of the bath. So bath panel doesn't need trimming in the length at all. A bit of misunderstanding between plumbing and tiling. The heights, we need to trim about 15 mil off the bottom of the panel. You can see how much of tiling makeup is being made to level this floor. Because this floor was really badly leveled. You can see that. It's not his fault really, it's just a bad floor and had to be sorted out. The floor had to be made level. So we're going to trim the bottom of the panel. Regards to fixing the top, they come with these little clips as shown there. It's showing on the bottom and the top, but we can't use these on the bottom because we're going to cut the bottom lip off. And on underside of the bath there is no fixing button for these clips to go on because they need to be screwed up flush with underside of the lip. But the bath itself has got reinforcement, has that block there. Just be careful when you're running your hands on it. It's got very raw fibers, and there as well. That is actually a wooden button that's been encased in a fiberglass. So what I got a button that came with a bath as a packaging, and to accommodate for that height, to make it flush with underside lip of the bath, I had to plane down the ends for about 2 millimeters. You can see where the plane off stopped for first couple feet on each end. There you go, it stopped there as well. And now I can fix this button, literally screw it into that reinforcement button on underside of the bath. I'm just going to screw it on tight like that, and that will give me a button that is flush with underside lip of the bath. Then we can fit these little clips. So, as I said, we're going to fix this button to that reinforcement. Try to keep button nice and straight, and don't keep it all the way to the front edge. Just keep it as far as you can until it hits the overflow, if possible. And make sure the screws you use that they're long enough to fix the button, but not too long so they don't go to the top lip of the bath. That's very important. And then we can fix these little brackets. Do work under the bath like this, be careful on these edges, they're very sharp. I cut my knuckle here the other day and I just touched with my head. They're very sharp. Now let's see the brackets from my perspective now, and the button. So that's the button fixed. I got one fixing screw there and one just there by the bracket. That's fixed into the reinforcement of the bath. Same here, got one there, one there. Then I set these brackets protruding about 5 millimeters from the edge of the bath, because our bath panel is gonna slip underneath there and then go down from this point. I'm gonna have a little lip there so I can silicone it in. And now the top is prepared. We can prepare the bottom. Oh. Now on the bottom part, because we're cutting bottom lip, there is going to be no strength to the bottom of the panel. We need to put full length button across the bottom, and that will have to be plumbed down from the edge of the bracket itself. So I'll just have to plumb it down, mark up down on the floor, and then we'll have to fit the button on the floor. So I'm just going to set the camera in like that. So let's get plumb. One mark there. And one mark there. Okay. The gap itself is the biggest panel, 71 inch, just over 1800. So I'm going to cut the button about 7 inches, so it comes short from the ends to allow for the end returns of the panel to pass the button. So 70-inch long piece of button, and then I'll need a little legs to secure it off that tile edging button. Now, in regards to the bottom button, you don't need nothing special. This is any part of the job, so I looked around and I found these bits of 2x1 that we used for various things, and just going to use them. It's even the length is not in full length, so I'll just put another piece to it. And I can put a joining button. As you can see, it doesn't need to be anything special. Just wherever you can get your hands on. I'm just going to put 4 screws. Joining button. Just to join these two pieces together. If you have a single length, you don't have to. So it runs through to each other. Yeah. Right, so our button is now marks that are plumb from these brackets, and then I have to put these joining blocks. So I'm going to fix these bits of button here to anything that's attached to the floor, which is this tiling button. Just do it like that. Now we have them 3 blocks that's fixed, just do a tiling button, or if you got lino or whatever other floor you got, you can just fix that directly to the floorboards. Just make sure you don't use too long screws because of any pipe work under the floor. So now this button can't go further back than our marking, and just to secure it there, I'm just gonna put these few offcuts on top like that and fix it to both sides. Now that button is secure, it can't go anywhere, and as you can see, stopping short from both ends. Now we need to measure the height of our panel. Our panel that comes from factory is 560 millimeters. We need to cut it down to 545. Make sure it's 545 all the way along. And it will be, because bath is level and floor is level. Now we can cut our panel to 545 millimeters. Once the panel has been cut, edge deburred and cleaned, you can bring it up and just try it first without any sealant behind. So the top lip will clip behind these clips, and the bottom edge will sit against the button. Now looking at it, it's a bit of springiness there, and I can see this very edge here, a bit tight, and the very edge on that side. So I'm just going to run pencil that last bit there, and on that side there as well. And just trim a little bit more from the ends. Now, panel being trimmed, just have another little go, dry fit. When you cut these spines, you have to make sure that you wear the mask. This is nasty stuff. Right. Now, the panel without that bottom lip, it's a bit flimsy. So, you have a couple options there. You can either use a little stainless screws with a white caps and just fix maybe 3 or 4 down the bottom edge to keep that panel in, and then silicone around, or just put like maybe 3 little dollops of silicone against the button and then fix this panel to it. You don't want to put too much silicone, because if you ever have to take this bath panel out, you will struggle. So don't put too much silicone behind if you want that concealed fix. I will go for concealed fix, so some silicone behind, not too much, just in case you have a, well, someone at some point will have to take bath panel out. Always think about future. Yeah, so take this out. I can rest this panel on the bath for now. Now, that clip is one tight clip. The bath panel will go tight in there and be held with it. You can always opt to use 2 remaining clips to fit on the sides here. One there and one on opposite side to hold the sides of the panel. But I don't think it will be necessary on this one here. So, get silicone. Always use sanitary silicone in bathrooms. So put a dollop there, put another dollop here, another dollop there, and one on this end. As I said, it's way too much, because one day someone, maybe you, will have to take it out. Then we can just feed this in to our clips. Now it's ready for silicone. So if you look now, this bath has got little lip here, so it's not sitting flush with the edge of the bath, and that will enable me to actually seal up that edge nice and neat. Same, I'm gonna have a difficult to reach but still doable corner there, internal corner between tile and the bath panel, and same on this side, that can be sealed up, and obviously don't forget to seal up the bottom edge. It's the bath panel installed. Easy peasy. It doesn't take long. Without filming, probably takes about 15 minutes. 15, 20 minutes max. All the best, guys. Till next time.